And new tonight.
At first, I was blown away. I was numb to it.
Alex Landau talking only to 7 News about the Department of Justice deciding not to file charges against the Denver police officers involved in his high-profile beating case. 7 News reporter Don Champion live outside DPD asking questions about the decision. And Don, you have learned that it wasn't made locally.
And a source tells me it was made solely by Department of Justice officials in Washington, D.C. The city of Denver already settled with Landau for nearly $800,000 over his case. But tonight, Landau still finds himself fighting for what he calls the real justice for the officers involved to be punished.
I could have died that night.
The horrific injuries, that bloody jacket, and now the scars that'll never go away.
It's a symbol to me, remember what happened that night.
4 years later, Alex Landau is still haunted by what happened here near Colfax and Emerson, where he says 2 DPD officers beat him.
They could have shot me. I could have bled to death.
And 4 years later, Landau is still looking for justice. The officers involved have never been punished. Friday, the Department of Justice let Landau know it would not be filing civil rights violation charges against the officers. Landau says he was told there wasn't enough evidence.
I think back and I'm like, I was called I was hit with a flashlight, I was hit with a radio, had a gun put to my head.
Landau's hope now lies with the Denver manager of safety. 7 News could not reach him tonight, but back in June, Alex Martinez told us even though a new DPD internal review of the case had been done, he was waiting for the federal probe to end before handing down a decision.
I can't do anything about how long it's been.
Looking back at his injuries that January 2009 night, Landau is still hopeful for closure, but bothered by his latest disappointment.
I just don't really know what more evidence could have been produced.
And late tonight, a representative from the manager of safety office did tell me that the office is waiting to review the federal investigation before moving forward with the Landau case. As for the officers involved in the case, one is still on the force. The other is waiting to hear the results of an appeal for his involvement in yet another high-profile beating case in Denver. We're live downtown tonight. Don Champion, 7 News.